Hey, Easy Agent Pros, this is video number 3 of a 3-part series. You might want to go back and check out video 1 if you're someone who likes to catch things in order. If you're someone who doesn't mind just jumping in and sort of flying with us as we go through it, feel free to stay right here. We're basically building 3 different types of neighborhood pages, just perfect formulas here for 3 different, very, very different demographics. This is the third one. This is the Young at Heart formula. I'm going to use my InstaFarm app on my lead site to connect up to all our lead capture tools, so it's really great, easy to get leads into your CRM. But basically, the Young at Heart formula targets those people who are thinking of retiring, nearby, really want to, find the right place. Maybe they're moving from Michigan to Florida, maybe they're moving from Wisconsin to Texas, maybe they're moving from New York to Arizona, right? You know who you are. If you're not someone who deals with a lot of people relocating, go watch videos number 1 and video 2. This is for those who deal with a lot of location people. So the Young at Heart formula basically looks like this. You're going to put your city and state. That's the map there. It's really great for people. It puts the Google map on there, and then Google knows the location that the whole page is talking about. So when people are typing in those location terms, the map already tells Google that, hey, this page is about that location. Maybe you should show it to them, right? So it's a good way to get near the first page of Google. Next, we're just going to put our nice YouTube link. In the YouTube video for this one, you should really talk about the amenities when it comes to these people relocating, right? It's all about the amenities, how easy it makes it, and the pros and cons of every other place that they could consider, right? So if they're probably already narrowed it down to 1 or 2 locations. And if they're watching your page, those locations are probably all centered around that one area. So be sure to compare, community Coralville to community Schmoroville, right? And say, oh, Coralville's better, Schmoroville is not so good. You don't want to live there. And that's a good video for this type of page. And then just, menu name, just put a nice name in all caps there, add to menu. So the first little writing section here is really all about the amenities, right? Talk about crime rate, whether it's security guards, whether it's now by the pool, whether it's by the, whatever it is that draws people to this area. Talk about those amenities. Just answer those top 2 or 3 questions everyone has, the thing that's on everyone's brochure about moving to this area, right? Have news people nearby talked about it, link to those articles and say what they said, quote them, and then add some nice pictures, right? So that first little section's all about pleasing them, stroking their ego that they want to move this place that's so great, that you think is so great, to get down to the amenities. Then we're going to get into the details, like what are the top things they enjoy about this community? Like get into the nitty-gritty details, like what you do on a Tuesday evening at 4:30 p.m. when it's happy hour. Like where do most people go? Get into those nitty-gritty details, and the details are what separate you apart. People can get really general online, but if you have the details, they will like your site more. It's just what happens. The next thing is you're going to compare this community to 2 other ones, right? So just a nice 1, 2, 3. They're trying to decide where to move, and they've probably never been there, or they've been there once and are trying to make a final decision. Give them a comparison. Have you ever seen, if you've been trying to decide whether to buy an iPad or a Samsung, you know what I'm talking about. There are these bloggers who just do these comparison pieces, and people love that stuff. Just compare the communities, and you'll be the only one out there doing it, and it'll be really useful stuff. Then you just end this with a nice call to action, and then put maybe some properties in the IDX thing down here for them to look at. But that's how easy it is to start attracting these relocation buyers who otherwise are pretty hard to capture, right? If you don't have this stuff out there, they're really hard to cold call. And so this is a great way to start building your business. This formula works great for people who target this type of buyer. Use the Young at Heart formula religiously if you are in one of these markets. So I'm Tyler at Easy Agent Pro. Go check out the blog post where I write specific questions that you literally can just read and then answer and fill in the blank and make these pages in 30 minutes. Tyler with Easy Agent Pro. I'll talk with you next time.